Sally is writing her PhD in biology and is interested in stem cells. If she wants to find information, she normally goes to a university library and searches the catalog for books and articles. When she finds relevant literature, she often checks the references of articles to find more literature on the topic. She often can't access articles that might be relevant for her because her library can't afford the subscription to the journal. To access and read the article, she would have to pay $30 to $80, but as a student, she can afford this fee. Sometimes Sally asked friends at other universities if they could get her the article from their libraries. In the past, if this didn't work, she would have just given up. But now she takes to the internet. More and more scholars publish their articles open access in self-archiving repositories like Archive or Zenodo. So she searches for the article there and finds it. The research described here is very relevant to her work, so she wants to find out if there's more recent publications. Sally uses the author's org ID to see all publications of the author, and finds that the author is working on a new project that builds on the research Sally is interested in. The research group is sharing their lab notes that describe methods they used and difficulties they faced gathering the data on protocols.io. Protocols is an open access repository that contains lab notes and research protocols. Sally has had similar difficulties when she was doing lab experiments and is happy to find out how to tackle the problem. Before planning her own study, Sally wonders whether she could conduct all the experiments that she needs to collect data about her research herself, or if there's a pre-existing data set that she might be able to use. Sally knows that many scholars publish their research data in open data repositories like Zenodo, Re3Data, or the Open Science Framework, OSF, so other scholars can use it. For her research area, there are several options to find research data. Sally finds a dataset on stem cells research on Re3Data. The data has a Creative Commons CC BY license, so Sally can reuse it as long as she's giving credit to the researchers that published it. Sally has a different research question, but now she can use this existing dataset instead of having to collect all the data herself. To analyze the data she has gathered, Sally searches for appropriate tools. Zenodo gives her an overview of shared data and reusable code for analysis. She finds the right software to analyze both the data she has collected herself and the existing dataset that she found. Sally wants to publish the results of her research in a paper. She knows that the publishing process in a scientific journal can often take several months. And Sally would like to get feedback from her research community about her work. She decides to upload the article to bioRxiv, a preprint repository for biology papers, so the article can be publicly commented by others. The early feedback from the scientific community helps her to improve the manuscript before submitting it to a peer-reviewed journal. Of course, Sally wants to publish the paper in an open access journal so that as many people as possible can read her work. To find the open access journal that fits her topic, she searches the directory of open access journals and decides to publish her paper in PLOS Biology. After presenting her research on a conference, Sally is uploading her presentation on Figshare, licensing it with Creative Commons. This way, others can discover Sally's research, and she gets more credit for it than if she would have just published her article in a journal. Sally shares her work on Twitter. A lot of people in her network comment and discuss her ideas and share the link to her paper. She has installed the Altmetric bookmarklet in her browser, so she can see the impact of her work when people talk about it in social media, blogs, or in the news. Peter is a biologist too and became aware of Sally's work via Twitter. He contacts her. He just got funding for a new stem cells research project and asks Sally if she wants to join his team as a postdoctoral researcher. Sally is very interested in this field of research and agrees to collaborate with them.